I think it's really important to kind of acknowledge who you are. Um, I feel like it's really common for people to just be who, I guess, read the room and kind of be the person that would be in that room, not necessarily be the person that would be in the room that you want to be in. If you're kind of picking up what I'm putting down, I think it's really important to stick to kind of who you are. Um, and this is something that I think about a lot because honestly, I do have a pretty bad habit of changing my personality for the people that I'm around. If I'm hanging out with some IRL people, I become this way more chill guy, and I don't know, it feels so weird to say, but it just I'm not the same person that you would see in if I were to make a Minecraft video. If I make a Minecraft video, I'm super excited, I'm super high energy, I'm having a good time, which of course I'm gonna play it up a little bit. If you're gonna make a Minecraft video or just some sort of content, you're gonna play it up a little bit. You gotta make it exciting somehow, but you kind of lose yourself whenever you switch your, I guess, quote unquote, personalities or something, so much. You kind of lose who you are. You kind of lose what's really important to you, your morals, your values. Of course, not that dramatic, but you get what I'm saying. Um, and that's something I think I want to improve on. And I think a lot of people should also, maybe consider improving on. Because I think it's honestly a problem for a good amount of people in the world today. Um, the drive to be nonchalant is all over the place. And of course, I think, if that's your personality, if you want to be nonchalant, that's just how you enjoy living life, go for it. But don't fake it till you make it, because you aren't going to make it if you fake it that bad. That's what I think personally. Um, but I really do think being yourself is really, really important, because if you're not going to be you, who will? And I'm saying that in the sense of, if you're not going to chase your dreams and achieve your dreams, who is going to step in that spot for you? Because in my opinion, no one can be better at being you than you. So do a bang up job on it, do a great job, because you're the only person that can do that. I am the only person that can be Snug, aka Water with two R's, that plays Rocket League and also speedruns. Of course, people do the same thing, but they're not me. They don't live where I live. They don't have the same connections that I have. It's really simple to think about, and it seems kind of pointless, but at the same time, it's kind of, in my opinion, inspiring. You get to be someone unique whenever you spawn into the world. You have a whole, just everything ahead of you. So why would you spend your entire life being a carbon copy of someone that has probably already existed? There's so many people that have spent their entire life just acting chill and not caring about anything. Okay, there's thousands. But how many of those people actually seemed unique? And, what a thing that I really hold dear is, and of course this is a pretty deep quote, but I don't say it in this super deep context, but don't just be another statistic. Don't just be another number, you're just a random teenager, Be someone that your name will be brought up, You're not going to be forgotten in 10 years. You're going to be remembered for over 100. At least that's my goal. And of course, maybe you don't want to be remembered, Everyone has different aspects and goals in their life. And honestly, again, be you. If you want to be that person in the 1,000, go for it. I mean, you can do anything. You can literally do anything you want in the years that you have ahead of you. So don't spend it just thinking about who you can be while life just passes you by. This is just something that I've been thinking about a lot recently, because going to college in 3 days as of recording this. Even though this is gonna probably be released September or something. It's probably been a while. Whoopsie. This is one of the pre-recorded snug talks that I'll be posting, but I don't know. And I know this is a more deeper subject than I usually cover, but honestly, I I really like diving into things that are kind of deeper. Not to say like, oh, I'm deep, I'm edgy, but I think it's really important to kind of talk about that stuff. I've watched a lot of commentary channels as a kid, and that's the stuff that I would literally binge. Um, so listen, I can make content, so might as well, use my ability to make some stuff that I've been watching for a long time. Um, but back to the topic, of course, of being yourself. I think another thing that people do is kind of mesh into their friends. Your friends, super important, okay? Like, I don't think anyone is could be who they are without the human connection aspect. Your friend could be a relative. Your friend could be someone you literally met yesterday. Okay? Like, the term friend, in my opinion, is up to the person. Okay? You defined what a friend is. That's up to you. Okay, and of course, don't go saying like, "Well, I'm this guy's friend" if you haven't talked to them, of course. But you know what I'm trying to say. Um, but in that, I've honestly, over the last year, watched a lot of my friends change. And it's like they changed because they were embarrassed of who they were, in a sense. And that really sucks. That really, really sucks. Because it's like live watching someone change because they're ashamed of being who they authentically were, it kind of it sucks watching someone be discouraged from being their self. But whenever you surround yourself in an environment where it is bad to be quote unquote yourself, then, well, what do you know, you're not going to enjoy it as much, and you're going to put on this fake personality. And that's something that I've honestly fell victim to myself as well. Like I said, I have multiple different friend groups, and whenever I'm hanging out with one, I talk, act, joke a whole different way than if I was talking to another. I don't know why. Maybe I want to, still fit in, even though I've known these people for so long and I know I fit in. Maybe I want the guarantee that even whenever I'll go away, I'll have people to talk to. But I think something I need to realize is that, like, if you want someone to be a true friend to you, then they've got to accept you. You can't force them to accept you can't force them to be your friend. So you gotta be you and just hope that the personalities collide well. And if they don't, that's fine. There's probably people in your life you've tried to be friends with, and it just did not work out. And you never talk to them again. Maybe you talk to them like once. Maybe they're a classmate. Maybe they're someone you just met on the street one day. But what I'm trying to say is that if you want, if you truly want to be you, then you just gotta allow it. Don't change yourself to try to fit into a friend group. Don't change yourself to try to be cool and, don't be performative. You don't have to do all this, wear a tote bag and all that stuff. I'm joking, of course. If you want to wear a tote bag, be my guest, okay? Every dude's a little performative in their own way, and that's okay, all right? I enjoy Leve and Claro. Sue me, okay? They make good music, all right? Relax. But seriously, it's just don't try to be someone you aren't, because that's a rabbit hole I've fallen down, and then you just start really, I don't know, it just kind of bums you out, It just kind of sucks, because then you're like living a life that really isn't even yours. And I think I mentioned this before. It's like you have one life to live, and if you're not going to live it the way that you deep down want to live it, what are you doing? Seriously, what are you doing? You got one shot at this, and you're just gonna let it pass you by while all your dreams are just like kind of there, just there. You could do them, don't really want to, but I could. Come on, that's not the way to go. um, But this run is wrapping up, so I will now shush and let you enjoy the zero cycle. The zero cycle was pretty clean on this run, okay, even though I just got shot into lava. Thank you guys for watching. If you stuck around, if you enjoyed this style of Snug Talk where it's a little more deep, let me know, because I have a lot of fun covering topics like this. Of course, not too deep. Of course, like it wasn't that crazy. But you know what I mean. Just like not surface level. I made a video, but like more just what I believe and what I don't know. I don't know how to explain it. You watched it. You know what I'm talking about. Anyway, enjoy the end dimension of this seed. I'll see you guys in the next Nug Talk.